So, hey, hello, everybody. Thank you very much for turning up for this session, How to Use LinkedIn in My Business. I think it will be a very interesting session where we're going to talk about LinkedIn and why is LinkedIn extremely important in these days. Before we start, I would like to ask you to connect with me on LinkedIn because that's where I'm at home, basically. So if you want to connect with me, go to linkedin.com and type my name, and I will be more than happy to connect with you there. But that's pretty much all about me. Maybe just a couple of things. Actually, my name is Vitek Ladislav, and I run a video marketing agency here in Dubai, which calls Square Motion. I've been here for the last 8 years, and I'm actually a TV producer by my profession. But that's pretty much all about me. I drive a lot of business from LinkedIn, and as a LinkedIn coach now, I teach other business owners and entrepreneurs how to use LinkedIn for their business. So why do I think, well, why am I talking about LinkedIn? Why I think that LinkedIn is extremely important? LinkedIn is really a platform where all our business owners, we can go and can really create a very, very meaningful business relationships. At this moment, there are almost 700 million members in more than 200 countries actually around the globe. So it's really, really very, very interesting. And if you look at some numbers, and especially we're talking about US, obviously almost 170 million people. But actually, I'm from Dubai. I live in Dubai, and if you can look at it, more than 4 million registered users here in Dubai. Fantastic number, I think, really interesting. So we can make a use of it. What do people do when they go to LinkedIn? They definitely spend more and more time on LinkedIn. And that's very apparent from the statistics. So more than 4 or 5 hours they're spending per week. But still they just kind of observing. So this is another statistic which we run. And as you can see, people are not really posting that much, but they're more observing. So that means that for us as a business owners, we can always step into that space because it's a big window of opportunity where we can actually be active. LinkedIn is absolutely perfect for lead generation. So if you want to really drive business leads, from social media, LinkedIn is the place to go. You must be there. It's, as you can see, 277% more effective than Facebook and Twitter combined. So that's totally the best place. As I mentioned, people are on a LinkedIn for different type of or different personalities for that matter. And I call them traders, Spook, Dynamo, and the LinkedIn Smart. The traders are those who, send you the sales pitches. The spooks are people who actually, they connect with you and you never see them again. The dynamos, they're running around, spinning the wheels, but actually they never get things done and they actually don't drive any business. We want to be LinkedIn Smart. We want to be people that are actually driving business from LinkedIn. And that's why we're here today to talk about and listen about LinkedIn and how we can do that. There are really 5 different elements which we need to take into account before we think of or we talk about LinkedIn success. And that's number 1 is to have absolutely fantastic LinkedIn profile. It's like a building block of any kind of structure. LinkedIn profile is really, really important. So that's why we're going to talk about it today. Then we're going to go into engagement. So we need to engage with people and engage with the right kind of people. What is the objective of engagement? It's connect. So that's number 3. We're engaging because we want to connect with the right kind of people, right? Then we talk a little bit about visibility, and that is usually posting, how we actually behave on a platform. And last but not the least, very, very important, many people forget about that, how to convert all these activities into meaningful business relationships. So I think this is really important to take into account. Those are 5 steps, and let us take it one by one. So I said that first and foremost, we need to think about the building block of any LinkedIn relationship, any relationship on LinkedIn. And obviously, that's the LinkedIn profile. So we're going to look at the LinkedIn profile because that's the most important part from the visibility perspective, from the first impression. So what strikes you first when you land on the profile? I think it's a profile photo, right? Like it's a headshot. So we're gonna have a look, you know, why is it important? Because profile photos with a professional headshot, profiles with a professional headshot receive 14 times more views, 9 times more connection requests, and 36 times more messages. So having a professionally done photo is extremely important, and you need to really have it, yeah? If you have photos like this, have a look, you know, party animal, throwback from the wedding, you know, with the kids, you know, with the gun in your hand, you know, as an adventurous sports guy. No, 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 guys. These photos are good for Facebook and Instagram and TikTok and all the other stuff, not on a business platform on LinkedIn. Please do not upload these kind of photos on your LinkedIn profile. That's a big no-no. What it's supposed to be done is something like this. This is decent one, right? This is business attire, you know, nice smile, you know, decent looking guys. And these things, they have very, very certain specifics, which I'm going to talk about. Have a look, you know, my dear friend, Yvonne Spiller. How fantastic photo is that? Chest shot, yeah? Passport format. Inappropriate dress, you know, what's the business attire? Is it a business and tie? Yes, fine, all, you know, all for it, you know, go in. If it's like me, I never wear, I mean, not never, but you know, mostly I wore my you know, my polo shirt. So you will see my photos in polo shirt. That's fine, you know. So you need to have an appropriate dress. You have to have a white background, you know, no busy background. You know, you need to stand out of the picture. So if somebody looks at that picture, it's not, they're not wondering what is behind you. It's a, you know, where are you? What kind of environment? They want to see you, yeah. And then look into camera and big bright smile, inviting photos. So these are important things for the profile headshot. If you don't believe me, go to snapper.co. It's a free analysis of your LinkedIn profile. Fantastic tool. You can actually log with your LinkedIn profile, and the artificial intelligence engine on that website will actually analyze your photos. Fantastic, fantastic thing. Definitely go there. So we're still talking about first impression on LinkedIn, and we are talking about photo. Now let's talk about LinkedIn headline. LinkedIn headline is one of the most visible parts of your LinkedIn profile and major factor in LinkedIn's search algorithm. So not many people know that they actually in that headline we need to keep the keywords. So LinkedIn headline is basically those few lines below, directly below your name. Yeah. What does it tell? What does that part tell about you? How do you use it, or how can you use it for your benefit and for benefit of your business? So we actually recognize 4 different types of LinkedIn headlines. Number one, it's a expert headline. Expert headline is usually for people who they have a very, very high expertise, and that is a driving factor for people to visit their profile. Yeah. So if you're in a very niche business and you have a niche expertise, definitely put it there, and then people will probably be driven to you, right? Then there is a mission headline. That's number 2. Mission headline is usually for, imagine like governmental officials or somebody whose mission again is much higher than his personal branding. So in a mission headline, we can name, for example, His Excellency Sheikh Mohammed bin Rashid Al Maktoum, yeah, the ruler of Dubai. He has a mission headline. So you can actually visit his profile and see what I'm talking about. Then there is an entertaining headline, and yeah, well, jack of all trades, master of none, you know, the coolest guy in Nashville, and all these kind of different entertaining headline, which I wouldn't really recommend to a serious business owner. And then there is a customer facing headline, and I like that one a lot, because for all of us business owners, we want to you know, we want to invite the clients to come in and visit our profile. So make sure that you actually have a customer facing headline, and I will talk about it, you know, what it is, the customer facing headline. It has a very specific like an example, what you can use, or so it starts with I help, then in a bracket you can put your target audience to do what. I'll give you an example. Empowering corporate professionals to wake up happy on Mondays, career happiness coach. Imagine if this person has on his headline just career happiness coach. Would it tell you what he does? Probably yes, right? That's okay. But if he's putting there or she's putting there, empowering corporate professionals to wake up happy on Mondays, is she talking directly to her clients? Is it more relevant than it was before? I think so, right? Suddenly, if I am a corporate professional, which is not really happy on Monday morning, I would like to talk to this person. I want to connect with this person. So make sure that your headline talks directly to your clients. It's really, really important. Imagine another example. I help 7 SaaS businesses to reach $10 million revenue. Who wants to be number 8? Imagine you run a SaaS business. Do you want to be number 8? Absolutely, right? It's very, very focused headline and it's fantastic. So this is really important to think about, how we are talking to our clients. Can we talk to our clients through headline? Absolutely. But we need to be smart. We need to rephrase that headline. Another example, I help businesses turn clicks into customers. CEO of Spark Creative Digital Marketing Agency. Again, if your business, actually, I would actually help this person to niche down to business. What kind of businesses? Maybe, what are the main clients who are, so perhaps, like a niching down a little bit more, but still it's very good. I help businesses turn clicks into customers. Again, if I want to create more customers, I want to get more customers, this guy probably will help me and I can connect with him. So make sure that your headline talks directly to your clients, to your customers. Do not use any words like these cliche words like hardworking and dedicated and all these kind of fluffy thing, which do not mean anything and really nobody cares about those. Yeah, definitely do not use any industry jargon too, and not any 3-letter abbreviations. Imagine this example down there. Do you really understand what the person does? Probably if you know these expertise, then it's okay. But me, I don't know. Like I know that IoT probably would be Internet of Things, but that's pretty much it. Rest of it, it's just a mystery to me. So am I going to connect with that kind of person? Well, probably not. So that's what you need to keep in mind as well. So, be specific, add there some keywords, but, make sure that people understand what you do. So we're still talking about the LinkedIn profile, the building block of any LinkedIn activity. And now let's talk about LinkedIn banner. What is the LinkedIn banner? That's the big space, above our photo. And so many people, they just simply do not use it at all, and I wonder, why not? Why don't you use it for your brand? Imagine, it always reminds me, this space reminds me billboard. Imagine you have an access to billboard on, forgive me, I live in Dubai. So you have a billboard on Sheikh Zayed Road. Imagine, big billboard, it's hundreds of thousands of dirhams a month you need to pay for this. So, and you have it for free. It's been given to you and you're not using it. Is it smart? No, it's stupid, right? You wouldn't do it. You would put something on it because you want to present your company. So why don't you do it here? For LinkedIn. LinkedIn is giving you such a great space, such a premium space. So make sure that you're using it for your company. Don't leave it empty like this. This is the default banner, which if you don't upload any photo, any picture, yeah. So make sure that you do not leave it empty, and you really definitely have a nicely looking banner like these. These are very nice, yeah. As you can see, for example, down there, Rachel, she is a book author. So she's presenting the book, she's, showing to the world, this is my book, you can buy it. There's Austin, he has very, very nice banner as well, where he was featured in what kind of magazines. All these kind of things, these are really important banners which you can use. You don't know how to do it, go to canva.com. If you don't know Canva up until now you know. Absolutely fantastic tool where you can design many other things, but they have also LinkedIn banner templates. So if you don't know what to do, go to Canva, search for the templates there, I'm not going to talk about it how, and that's not really part of this this webinar, but you can always go to Canva, fantastic tool, and just make sure that you see the banners there. And let's talk just a little bit about some other part, which is LinkedIn summary. I'm not gonna take too much time of this because there are so many other parts in the on your profile, but LinkedIn summary is the last, or the not the last, but one of the most important part as well. And summary, that is not your CV, but it is your story. So it's basically what is written there about you. I will give you this. This is the example, yeah. So that's the about section. The about section should be always written in a first person. It should be, you know, it's nice to break it down into some paragraphs. Use the full length of your of the space there. Insert some bullet points. Make sure that you have the keywords there, your keywords which you want to be ranked for. This is also very, very important, which are relevant to your position or to your business. And you can add some icons and some graphic elements just to make it a little bit nicer, that part. Yeah. So that's really important. So what are the action points from the section 1, which we talk about profile? First, make sure that your headshot is professionally done. I don't mean, guys, I really don't mean this is not a professional headshot. Yeah. So with a selfie, no, this is not a professional headshot. What I mean by professional headshot, really, go to the studio, you know, have a professionally done headshot. It's not a pricey thing, and you will use these photos all throughout. You can use them on other platforms as well. Revise your headline, make sure that it talks directly to your customers. Design your LinkedIn banner. So you can, now you know Canva, so you can go to Canva and design your LinkedIn banner, and revise also your about summary. Have a look if it's really talking, if it's a story and talks to your customers. So let's move to part number 2, and that's LinkedIn engagement. What's the objective of the engagement is connection. So we have to keep that in mind. Yeah. So the objective of the whole LinkedIn engagement strategy is to get connected with the right type of audience, because we want to get business from LinkedIn. We want to connect with the right type of audience, with the target audience, right? So first we need to understand, and we need to search for our target audience. The other day I was doing a corporate session about this, and actually one of the person from the sales team, he asked question. Can you tell us who is our target audience? He was asking me, you know, and I was shocked. I was saying, like, come on, guys, like, how can you ask me that kind of question? You need to know who is your target audience. So if you don't know who is your target audience, please sit down, lock yourself up for a couple of hours and figure out who is your target audience. This is really very, very important. So once you know your target audience, you can search for very relevant people on your LinkedIn. What you're gonna do then, you're gonna go visit their profile. This is very important, because if you visit profile of a people on LinkedIn, he or she will get notified by LinkedIn that you actually visited profile. So you're actually becoming visible to those people, right? Then what you can do, you can actually engage with the post. Engage with the activities, what they do on LinkedIn. So you can go there, like, comment on a post. And if I mean comment, I really talk about leaving a meaningful comment. So not just, oh, great post, fantastic, love it. Not these shout outs, something really meaningful. So the person knows that you read the post and it meant something to you. With that kind of engagement, you will get really incredible visibility in front of the person you want to connect with. Yeah. So these are the 3-step formula. One more, if you're already connected with that person and you kind of like a reconnecting or re-engaging with the person, you can also endorse that particular person. So do not sell, do not sell, do not sell. This is really a mantra which I would like to instill in you. And by selling, I mean even asking people to visit your website, or asking people to, get your freebie. Please resist that. We don't like to be sold to if we don't know if that particular person is actually fit for what we want to do. So I can give you an example. I can now talk to Faizan, and I can talk to him about, for half an hour, and keep telling him, Faizan, you know what? I have a fantastic cure for coronavirus. I have a vaccine, and it will cure you within the 5 minutes, and there will be, it will be fantastic. You will pay just $50, and then Faizan will say, okay. And half an hour later, he will say, you know what, Vitek? I don't have a coronavirus. So why are you talking to me? I just spent half an hour trying to tell him how fantastic my product is, but he's not the right person because he doesn't need it. So figure out who is the right target audience for your product, and what are their pain points, and then you will be talking directly, and you will be talking with, to the relevant people. This is really important. Yeah. So do not sell, do not sell, do not sell. What you can also do in terms of other LinkedIn engagement, you can join some industry relevant LinkedIn groups. You can also like and comment, of course, not just on a post of the person, but also in articles. So you can see if the person is posting some articles, and engage with the profile viewers who is actually visiting your profiles, because these people landing on your profile for some reason, they are interested in you. So maybe interesting to just figure out who are they. Engage before connecting. Why is it important? Because if you do this, if you engage before connecting will become much easier and will have much higher conversion rate. And this is what we want. We want to connect with people. We don't want to be rejected, right? If you start connecting, many times it happens, people are just not connecting with you because they don't know you. If you engage before connecting, this is a different story, right? They already know you because you liked their post, you commented on the post, you visited the profile, and suddenly you're not stranger to them. They know you. Yeah. So it is really important that we keep this mind, engage before connecting. If you want to check your activities on LinkedIn and how are you doing in terms of the activity, in terms of social selling activities on LinkedIn, you can go to this address, LinkedIn, to the URL, linkedin.com/sales/SSI, and you can get your score. LinkedIn is giving you your score for your activities, and you can see how you're improving, or on the other hand, maybe you're getting worse. So you know that you need to improve in certain of those 4 areas which LinkedIn is putting there, and you can actually see what exactly you need to do. So it's very, very interesting tool where you can so you check it out. What is your score? So action point from this: identify 5 people you want to connect with and start engaging first, right? So we want to connect, that's the objective, but we need to first engage. So identify 5 people you want to connect with and start engaging. Visit their profile, gather the intelligence as we are talking about, engage with the post and articles, leaving meaningful comment, and do this for at least 1 week. I usually, when I'm doing this for the corporates, I usually tell them, usually the sales teams, I usually tell them you need to do it a minimum of 10 working days. 10 working days, and you will see real substantial result. Actually, what happens many times, what happens if you start engaging with the people you want to connect with later, they will send you connection request. They will actually in turn, because you're becoming visible to them, and they're wondering, oh my God, who is this Faizan? This is fantastic guy. He's commenting on all my posts. I've seen him everywhere. He's becoming #1 fan of me. Let me check his post, or let me check his profile, and they will send you the connection request. Yeah, very, very good, very good strategy. Please keep that in mind. So I'm sure that the question, do I want to engage with key decision makers? Yes, absolutely. And LinkedIn is a fantastic platform to do that. So if you want to know a little bit more about LinkedIn and dive a little bit deeper into some nitty-gritty of stuff and some strategies and methods and tips and hacks, I actually run a LinkedIn Smart podcast. It's a weekly thing, and I interview people in the LinkedIn Smart podcast, really top class guys from around the world, top LinkedIn experts. They are teaching you about, really the nitty gritty of things. So check it out. Any type of your favorite platform, Apple Podcast, Google Podcast, Stitcher, Spotify, wherever you go, you can just search for LinkedIn Smart Podcast. I'll be more than happy to receive your feedback on this one. So let's talk about session number 3, and that is how to connect with ideal clients on LinkedIn. Again, there is a certain strategy about how to connect on LinkedIn. It's really important to think about this. First and foremost, connect with people you know. I know you may be thinking now, yeah, obviously, that's just so obvious, right? Well, I can tell you, not always. Many times when I'm doing these trainings, and I tell people this, they go like, yeah, so I can tell you one thing. Go to your email box and check your clients you were working with 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, and figure out if you're connected on LinkedIn. I can tell you that perhaps you will find that 50% of those people you worked with, you're still not connected on LinkedIn. Why not? Why not? Those are low-hanging fruits. I just had a call with one of my clients, and he told me that during the COVID period, just a couple months back, during the COVID period, he did exactly this, what I recommended him to do. You know what? He actually connected with 15 people from his previous clients. Two of them came back to him immediately and told him, actually, I wanted to talk to you because I need your services again. And he closed a deal from one of them for $60,000. So you can imagine it's really extremely powerful because it's low-hanging fruit. You don't need to engage here because you already know each other, right? Because you worked before. Of course, I need to have the disclaimer, guys, they need to be happy with your services. If you departed, that they were not very happy with what you provided, then perhaps it's not so smart to connect with them again. But if they're happy chappies, from the previous business relationship, definitely connect with them. Yeah. So that's very, very smart. Go to your email box, check people you were working with 2, 3, 4, 5 years ago, and connect with them on LinkedIn. Obviously, the second thing is connect with people you want to know. So we said we already set up the strategy, the engagement strategy. So follow that and then start connecting with the people in your target audience. Again, there will be a lot of connection requests which you may receive from left, right, and center. Do you want to do that? Do you want to do it? Well, it's not really my thing to tell you how and what. I can tell you, me personally, I don't like it. I like to keep my connection list, or contact list, very, very focused on what I do. And I want to have it really a good quality. So at this moment, I have about 11,000 people on my LinkedIn, and I can tell you that honestly, about 80% of those people, I really know them. Kind of like I had some interaction with, over the years. I'm on LinkedIn from 2008, so I've been on LinkedIn for a long time. But I really had some interaction with those people. So I really I try to keep this my connection list or contact list really very, very good quality. And I would recommend you to do the same. If you want to connect, if you want you do the engagement, then you send send the connection request. Always add a personalized note. So never send a connection request without a personalized note. Yeah. So you know that when you click connect, LinkedIn gives you the possibility. Add personalized note. Always add personalized note. Tell them, why do you want to connect? Maybe you can say, oh, I've read your post the other day and you were talking about this and that. That will give that person understanding, oh yes, he's following me, he knows my stuff. He's not a stranger just trying to connect with me just because I'm managing director of some company. Yeah, but because he knows, and he really admires what I do on LinkedIn. So always add a personalized note. Very, very important. Action points from this: identify your specific target audience. We did that already in the engagement. send connection requests to at least, I'm saying 5 people a day. You can actually push it up to 50, yeah? Easily up to 50. Even with your free account, you can push it up to 50 people a day. And always add a personalized note, as I mentioned. Question is, do I want to connect with my ideal clients? Yes, now you know that you want to and you do that. You know how to do it, right? Okay, now let's talk about LinkedIn post. What, how, and when to post on LinkedIn. Of course, those are important questions. You know, we need to ask ourselves why to post on LinkedIn, what to post on LinkedIn, and when. These are very, very important questions. So let me first address why to post on LinkedIn. So obviously you're posting on LinkedIn because you want to start a conversation. You always want to share some value. By doing this, you will build trust. People will trust you. You will also demonstrate your expertise. Yeah? And you can develop the relationships within LinkedIn community. And of course, because all this, you will generate the business from LinkedIn. So these are the objectives why we are posting on LinkedIn. It's not a PR. It's not because we want to push our products. We want to always add some value. What to post on a LinkedIn? That's a different question. You can actually post very different kind of form of content on LinkedIn. So you can start with a short text, for example, just like a couple of lines. You can of course have a longer text where you can describe some of your experience. You can have a photo content, which is actually good because always, as we say, you know, a picture tells 1,000 words, right? A picture is worth 1,000 words. So if you add some imagery, it's always good. I would highly recommend to look into videos. I'm a big believer, and obviously, like I run video marketing agency, so I should be, right? But yeah, I might be a little bit biased here, but anyway, really, videos are extremely important. And we now, all of us, we have these kind of things, right? Like these devices. And if you see me, and I would really highly recommend you go to my LinkedIn profile, check my LinkedIn profile, and you will see a lot of videos which I'm sharing. Majority, like a 99%, are done on my phone. I don't use my team for this, our expensive equipment. Not necessary, not necessary. The only thing what I usually have very, very handy here just next to me is this microphone, which is very, very important because your videos need to have a good sound. That's important. But that's the only piece of equipment which I would ask you to buy. Otherwise, you have everything what you need to have in order to produce videos. So no excuse, guys, no excuse. Yeah. Of course, there are some other type of form which you can post. That's a polls. They have been reintroduced just recently. Polls are very, very interesting and important. So you can actually ask some intelligent question and research what your target audience is thinking about. You can write a little bit longer form content as articles, which are the blog posts on LinkedIn. And last but not the least, you can upload some presentations, which are also kind of interesting. So if you have a PowerPoint presentation, interesting PowerPoint presentation, you can actually upload it there. If you still don't know what to write about or what to post about, you can always go to some external sites, like for example, this one, answerthepublic.com, very interesting, a lot of content ideas. You can just type your word. So for example, digital marketing, and it will give you a lot of content ideas of what you can do a post about. And then another one is of course Quora. I think we know all Quora. You can go to Quora and see what people are actually interested in. When to post? $1 million question. How often to post on LinkedIn? Yes. So I would think really like a post at least 3 times a week. It's a really good to post 3 times a week because first and foremost, you are more visible to your target audience. Imagine you post just once a month. You're invisible. Nobody sees your post really. Yeah. Once a month is really nothing. You know, like if it's once a month or nothing, it's same. Almost the same, yeah? So post at least 3 times a week. you also will understand, and especially in the initial stages, you will see what people are reacting to. So then and you can filter out, oh, this is the content, that's working well on my profile. So you will have some data, and you will know that, for example, the polls working very well. So that you can be doing more of those. So that's important to post 3 times a week. Post during the working hours. So whatever the working hours are, people are actually responding to it quite well. I'm just recently actually gathering some data about exactly, like the timings, and always check that out. You can always write it down to your some Google sheet or somewhere. I posted, for example, on Wednesday, 3 o'clock afternoon. And then you can see how many people reacted, how many liked, how many shared it, and all these kind of things. And and the next time you post on Thursday, 8 o'clock evening, for example, and you see, how people reacted to that. So you will have some data. You will actually understand, how your audience is behaving. You can tag relevant people on your post, so you can always, if the post is about, for example, about your client, you can actually give a sort of ego boost to your clients, and you can create a post about your client, so you can tag the relevant people there. And if you want to, you can use hashtags. Hashtags are and usually use maximum 3 hashtags, because LinkedIn doesn't really. It's not an Instagram, it's not a Twitter. So please use just maximum of 3 hashtags. The LinkedIn doesn't really recognize more than those. So the question now, which I want to hear your yes to, is, do I want to be regarded as an expert? Absolutely. And I know how, because now I know what to post, how to post, and how often to post, right? So last part, about LinkedIn conversion, how to generate leads from LinkedIn. So now we know how to search for ideal clients, right? We know how to, who is our target audience, how to engage with the target audience, how to search for it. We know that we need to communicate with them, through the post, through the commenting, and slowly taking them, through our messenger, through the messaging box offline, to the deeper, meaningful email conversations with them. So that's the strategy, how to drive, people, offline. So you're not selling on LinkedIn, you're connecting. LinkedIn is a big networking event. Imagine LinkedIn is a big networking event, 24/7. You're going there, you're meeting the clients, you creating rapport, you're creating relationships, but the business is done in your emails afterwards. So, question: is LinkedIn for me? I'm sure it is. So I was talking to you about some people and. Some of the testimonials. I was already telling you that there was a friend of mine, actually client of ours, who made $60,000. Then there another very interesting testimonial that the sales team attended. We do corporate classes as well, and they actually increased the number of leads per month, and each of those leads are worth about 150,000 dirhams. So you can imagine, for them, going from 1 to 2 leads suddenly to 10, it's a big jump. Yeah, it's a big, huge revenue generating thing. So those are just a few testimonials from clients we are working with. And obviously, if you want to get deeper into advanced strategies on LinkedIn, we are running a specific classes. We have a masterclass. And we have a corporate masterclasses. So if you're individuals and you want to, as a business owner, and you want to improve, then I'm definitely happy to have a chat with you. You can actually visit my website, belinkedInsmart.com, where you can learn a little bit more about what kind of things we do. But LinkedIn Smart Masterclass is really something which we offer a lot, and we do it usually about twice a month. It's a group masterclass where we basically go with you and handhold you to create a LinkedIn profile that attracts new clients. I was talking about it, that this is really the building block, right? Then we can show you some successful and proven strategies that will help you to generate new business on a daily basis. We can also help you out how to connect with the decision makers. You know, who are the decision makers, and connect with them hassle-free. So you don't need to pass all those gatekeepers, right? We can show you how to become an industry expert and trusted business partner to your clients through, you know, different strategies on LinkedIn. If you want to create a plan, very concrete plan for your content, then we do that within these 2 hours as well. And of course, we prepare the content in a way that you don't need to work on it. You know, it's automated all throughout the months afterwards. And obviously, we show you, you know, how you can start getting business inquiries from LinkedIn on a constant basis. So if you're interested, it's two hours hands-on session. It's, as you can see, I don't like fluff. I really don't like, you know, like a fluffy words and all this. You know, I'm really all about value. I really want to make sure that people are walking away from this masterclass with, you know, things done, you know, not just ideas or understanding. No, that's not it. You know, because we're business owners, we're busy guys, right? You know, if I invest 2 hours of my time, of my visit time, I want to get things done. And this is exactly what it is. It's action-packed, you know, a group masterclass, maximum of 25 people. And it's nothing like a pre-recorded. There are a lot of people, you know, you get these online classes where you can go to, and then you need to do it on your own. No. This is live coaching, live Q&A, live interaction. So there is nothing pre-recorded. If you're interested in this, we're also giving some specific bonus. You can, after the masterclass, you know, some people, they say, well, okay, but what about after masterclass? Yes, don't worry. You know, we're gonna take care of you even afterwards. You don't need to pay us anything. You're gonna lifetime access to the private Facebook group where we share, you know, a lot of different tips, tricks, hacks, you know, even afterwards. So you will have a lifetime access. So if you're interested, normally we run these seminars, you know, pre-COVID period, we run them in-house. Price was $270. Now there's an online offer of $80. So if you're interested in this, just reach out to me on belinkedin-smart.com or on my and then there's a website. Sorry, there's an email, so you can reach me out on that. 2 hours hands-on session, as I mentioned, you know, and I think that's pretty much it. So guys, if you're interested, reach out to me on LinkedIn or on the website. And yeah, I'll be more than happy to tell you more about all the fascinating activities on LinkedIn, which you can do, and you can become a master. And as I call them, as always, be LinkedIn smart.